What's up guys, it's Brody here with Midwest Racket Sports, and today we're going to be giving you our top 5 shoes of 2025. So coming in at number 5, we have the New Balance Fresh Foam XCT Rally. Now this is New Balance's heaviest shoe, but that means that it is also going to be their most cushioned shoe. So if you want something that is going to be a little bit more comfortable on the court, then the New Balance is where you'd want to look. One other thing to note about the CT Rally is that New Balance as a brand does tend to run a little bit wider, even though this isn't actually the wide version of the shoe, but they do have one if you do need that extra room inside your toe area. So with that, the CT Rally is a great one to try if you want that extra cushion and comfort, especially if you do break through shoes pretty easily, especially here on the outsole, because what this shoe has is a 6-month outsole warranty. So if you break through anywhere on here within 6 months of your date of purchase, you can send it back to New Balance and get a brand new pair for free under the warranty. Coming in at number 4 is the classic Adidas Barricade. This shoe's been around forever. This is the 13th generation of it. And the big thing about the Barricade is that it does still have quite a lot of cushioning here in the heel. So if you're someone that is struggling with plantar fasciitis or it's starting to come on, you want to help prevent it, you may want to look into the Barricade. This is going to be a little bit more helpful with that. As well as Adidas did give you a little bit of extra room here in the toe with this mesh upper to give you that extra little room in case you actually need it without going to an actual wide width. And then finally, the reason Barricade's number 4, it does also have that 6-month outsole warranty on it, just like the New Balance that I mentioned right before this. So coming in at number 3, I know you probably weren't expecting this to be here because it's right in the middle of the list, but it's the ASICS Gel Resolution 10. Now the reason I have this here at number 3 is just because this was arguably the most anticipated shoe of 2025 to come out. But what ASICS did is that they have this side here, which is, if you look, is actually coming higher up. If you can see it this way a little better, it's higher up on this side to give you a little bit more support on the inside of your ankle when you're playing with it. However, the big thing we've noticed with the Gel Resolution 10 is that if you are between sizes or if you tend to just get your normal size, sometimes you do have to go down a half size in the shoe to actually get the same fit and feel as the Gel Resolution 9. This shoe is also a little bit heavier, so it is going to be a little bit more work to move around in it, and that's why it's here at number 3 rather than usually where it should be, like the 9 was, around 1 or 2. And then of course you do still have that 6-month outsole warranty on it. Number 2 on our list is going to be the K-Swiss Ultrashot 4. Now, there's not really too many big differences here from the 3 to the 4 because K-Swiss knew that they had something going good with the Ultrashot line. So what they really did is that here in the back of the ankle, it is a little bit higher. So that way it is going to allow you to just kind of lock your foot in a little bit more rather than have you slip out when you're actually using the shoe, as well as just being a little bit softer up here in the actual toe area to give you a little bit more room rather than being as stiff as the 3 was. The other big thing is if you are someone that does tend to have a little bit more of a flat foot or not as high of an arch, then the K-Swiss Ultrashot 4, especially just like the 3, is going to be a shoe that I would say you may want to look into just because it has tended to work not only for players that I've talked to in the store that we have, but also just seeing it outside in the wild. You have a lot of cushioning both up here in the front of the shoe with your toes, as well as here in the back in your ankle to keep you secured, to keep you cushioned, and to keep you safe on court, as well as, again, you probably guessed it, you have the 6-month outsole warranty on this thing. Then finally, number 1 on our list for 2025 is the new Nike Vapor 12. So the reason the Vapor 12 comes at the top of the list, it's the complete opposite pretty much of all the other 4 shoes I talked about. This is the most lightweight shoe, and that is a great thing. Nike finally started listening to all of us, and it's just all the players that actually liked their shoes before. So this shoe went back more towards the Vapor 9.5 feel, as well as the Vapor 10. So it's more lightweight. It's not anything like the 11 where it was really cushioned, really heavy, almost as heavy as the Cage, if you can believe it. But now it's back to what the Vapor was known for, being lightweight, easy to move around in on the court, and it's just a little bit wider compared to some other Nike shoes, but it's still Nike, so don't think this is going to be the most wide-fitting shoe ever. It's close to a standard size now, maybe just a little bit more than that. But overall, this is probably the best shoe and not only my favorite shoe that's come out in 2025, so I think it's definitely worth a try if you like a lighter weight shoe and you don't want to be weighed down by all the cushioning of some of the others that we mentioned on this list. Now, this is an honorable mention because we cannot talk about a top 5 list of shoes without mentioning the Mizuno Wave Enforce Tour. The big thing here, again, just like the K-Swiss Ultrashot, this, if you do have flat feet or less of an arch, it is going to be pretty good to help you with actually just having something that's comfortable to you. But the big thing that changed here, and this is the reason why it did not make the top 5 list, is that from the previous version of the Mizuno Wave Enforce Tour, this being the 2nd generation, they did change up the ankle right here. So the previous generation, it was built into the shoe, so it would wrap around your ankle a lot more to really keep you secured and snug into the shoe. However, now it's more of a loose fit tongue, so it is going to be a little bit more loose around your ankle. I personally have to go into the last lace hole on this shoe in order to actually get a very comfortable feel with it. So that's really the only big difference. The cushioning's about the same, but because of it not being as secure on you, that's why it's here as the honorable mention and didn't make the full list.